Hello everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Get Alive! Alright, so I found a mono-white life gain deck that looks kind of fun, and I want to try it. For some reason, these days, I've been facing a lot of mono-blue stupid Jin combos, and that was one of my worst sort of matchups whenever I play a lot of the control decks and even some tempo decks. So I thought, hey, the best way to go up against those kind of counter heavy deck is to overrun them and just have cards that they very much like to counter but don't want to waste their 2-mana counter spell on our 1-mana creature. So this is a different version of mono white that can do that but doesn't just focus on aggressively, taking our opponent's face with a bunch of creatures. So with that said, here is what the deck list looks like. In the beginning we have, or in the 1-drop, we have 4 Hopeful Initiate and 4 Lunarch Veteran. So there's a lot of early game creature drops for life gain, for training, all of those things, so that we don't fall behind against a very aggressive deck. Then in the 2-drop, we have 4 Giada, Fountain of Hope. Obviously, she's very good for, ramping out creatures, but also as a vigilance attacker. Then we also have 4 Voice of the Blessed. Funny story about this card, I only had 1. I had to go craft 3. All of my wild cards went away for this stupid deck, so I hope it works. We have Voice of the Blessed. It's very good whenever you gain life. It grows, and if it has 4, if it grows to 6/6, if it has 4 +1/+1 counters, it gains Flying and Vigilance. Already good enough, but if it has 10 or more +1/+1 counters, it is indestructible. Obviously, if we get to 10 or more, we would have won that game already, but it is there. Then we have Inspiring Overseer, combos very well with Giada, also give us life and cards. Amazing card on its own. I'll talk about these other non-creature cards later on. Then in the 4-drop, we have 4 Archangel of Wrath. We know how good Archangel of Wrath is, so even though it's mono-white, we do slot in black and red just so that we can kick Archangel. We also have 2 Wandering Emperor, not 4 because we're not that much of a control deck, and this is more of just a tech that kind of hits our opponent when they don't expect. And then there's no 5-drop, but in the 6-drop/3-drop, we have 4 Steel Seraph. Very good for early game to get these keywords on our creatures attacking, but also late game as a big creature that has a very noteworthy effect. So I'm going to put that in the 3-drop category. Most of the time it's going to be a 3-drop in my opinion, but if we're on turn 6 and we have nothing else to play, she can come down to 6-drop. Then we have some spells. We have 3 instants in terms of Soul Partition, our soul removal for the deck. That's not that good of a removal, and hopefully we can overrun our opponent before that or have some overwhelming advantage ahead of time. Then we have 2 Kayla's Command. Kayla's Command is something that I found on the deck list that I feel like is definitely a card that you can cut if you don't feel like it's doing well, but it's also something that could work in your advantage when played at the right position. Like I always say, I hate all the commands. Most of them are instant. Most of them are not instants, so they're not very fast. They're not very reactive. You have to play on tempo, and if you're playing on tempo, a 3-mana sorcery that just puts in a 2/2 construct may not be that good. So overall, the effects are 2/2 construct. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and it gains double strike. Search your library for planes, put it into your hand. Basic planes, put it into your hand, or gain 2 life and scry 2, right? None of those abilities are too crazy, and for 3 mana, you get to choose 2 of those abilities. So I'm thinking most of the time it would be 2/2 construct, +1/+1, and double strike. Sometimes you might be using it to fetch for a plane. Very unlikely because the deck is more to the lower curve. And sometimes you may be using it to gain 2 life and scry 2. Mostly for that scry 2, just to help you filter out your deck a little bit better. But I think +1/+1 double strike is the number 1 thing that you want to go to for a deck like this, right? If you get Steel Seraph out, it gains you give something flying, give something lifelink, give that double strike, and boom, you are ahead of your opponent in all of those aspects. Maybe you will also kill them. Alright, so in that sense, that's the whole deck list. Then the last thing are to talk about our lands, right? We have 1 Eiganjo, 16 planes. Notice here, we don't have the removal that relies on planes because we don't have 16 planes. We have 4 Caves of Koilos, for Battlefield Forge to help us kick Archangel of Wrath if necessary. We only have the ping lands here because we are a life gain deck that doesn't really have a payoff with the large amount of life. So the only thing that does work in our favor is that we can use the ping lands without too much ping, hopefully. So that's the deck list. That's what I'm going to try for today. Let's go ahead and try this deck out. Get alive. Alright, our first opponent is going to be Eiganjo. That name sounds familiar. Anyways, we're gonna go first. Maybe the Shuffler likes our deck. Let's start with the Lunarch Veteran. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Voice of the Blessed on turn 2. Going first. Alpha doesn't have any removal. Flanks. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, double Voice of the Blessed time. Look at that, we get a 3-3 right away. No tax. This is gonna be fun on the bun. Valiant Veteran, look at that, 3-2. Going in for attack, huh? Well, I'll take it. Your veteran was very valiant, but my Voice of the Blessed is gonna be huge. Okay. Now I have a 5-5. Unfortunately, only thing left we have are lands, so that's not very good. Of course, there's a Brutal Cathar. It's gonna take on my 4-4. Oh, he doesn't take on my 4-4. Well, then he can attack. Oh, we got another voice. That's nice. Let's play a Battlefield Forge, and then we'll play our voice. Now we got Flying and Vigilance. Do I want to attack with the Lunarch? No, I'll use that as a block. 4-4 attackers are sick. Or 6-6 attackers are sick, I should say. Second Brutal Cathar. Well, our opponent just has it all. And we are gonna not have it all. Hey, Archangel of Wrath. That's cool. Okay, so we can pop up the Valiant Veteran, I guess. That's something. We can only kick it once. So we will take out the Valiant Veteran because we cannot take out the Brutal Cathar. I think that's fine. Autopay? Take out the Valiant Veteran. Do you think he's gonna block? Let's find out. Let's not find out, I mean. Does he have a third Brutal Cathar? That'd be dumb. Mono white soldiers just not good. Like I said, well, not that that's not good. It's just not as good as blue white. As you can see here, it kind of pales in comparison to, you know, things with flyers. We'll block this way. We'll block this way. He can't kill the Voice of the Blessed, even with an Eiganjo. So we also gain a life. Wow. Okay. Is that your last stand? There it is. Play all your spells. And we won! I mean, to be fair, I did have fun in that game, even though they had freaking 2 Brutal Cathars. Perfect answer for everything I had, up to some point. Then we overran it. At least I'm happy that I crafted those Voice of the Blessed, because if it wasn't for those, I would not have won that game. Alright, now we are gonna play against... Hey, this is the same background as last loading screen. And we have found our opponent. They're gonna be the Cerber. Feels like it's missing half a word. Oh no! Opponent goes first. What a travesty. Okay. Again? I mean, let's put our initiate. Alright, this time our opponent went first, so we're gonna lose because they're an aggro deck and they have far more tempo on us than we do. Dahlia. Giada. Brutal. Nice tempo you got for going first, you jerk. Alright, well, let's see. We'll play our Lunarch, and then we'll play our second Giada. Gain 1 life at least. Alright, we could Kayla. Oh, wow, okay. What the heck is this? Revenge for last game, I guess. Can this even do anything? Yeah, see, this is the problem with Kayla's command. It doesn't even do anything in this situation. I can give it double strike on a Lunarch Veteran. I don't know if that means anything. We'll draw a card and gain 1 life. We'll gain 2 life. That card happens to be a land, which means we cannot attack. Now our whole point is to keep Brutal Cathar from flipping, which I don't even think that matters. We can double block. That way we'll kill. No, that doesn't even kill Dahlia. We can assign the damage however he likes. No creatures, just to flip his Brutal Cathar. That is brutal. We had to play 2 spells to flip it back, which we can't. We can play Archangel of Wrath and kick it to kill Dahlia. I guess we'll do that. But then he can play 2 spells. Yeah, if he plays 2 spells, then he'll flip both of those Moonranger Brute, and then we are screwed. Or we can hold up Wandering Emperor and see what he does. Is that even a good play? I'm gonna try it. Archangel of Wrath is only gonna get better as we draw more lands. He has a March in his deck? I am so confused. Intrepid Adversary. Well, just got to calm down. Gotta exile one of these.
You'll be safer.
Ow.
My judgment is final.
Okay, so they're both first strike. I'm gonna take 7. I think that's fine, but I don't like it. Now I didn't draw a land, unfortunately. At least the Archangel of Wrath can come down for extra damage. But do I want to pump my Giada? Do I want to attack with my Giada? I mean, yeah, it's Vigilance. Now I can tap it for white. Tap this for black. Tap this for red. Double kick. Take that out. Take that out. Alright, that's a big Archangel of Wrath now. I'm gonna pump my Inspiring Overseer because you might have another Brutal Cathar at some point, and it's kind of scary. Guardian. There, that Brutal Cathar is gonna flip now. Saw that coming. Okay, so our Giada can attack. I can make it a 3/3 double strike, so I gain 6 life. How good is that?
Remember your training.
I can make it a 6/6 double strike and then gain 2 life. I don't know if that's worth it right now. I do want to scry though. Right, scrying helps me filter out my next turn, so I think that's what's warranted. +1/+1. Okay. Giada. Ooh, okay. Those are cool cards I need. So, Archangel of Wrath next turn, and then Inspiring Overseer the turn after. Taking a Scar to make Guardian Juvenalia indestructible doesn't really do anything right now. I'm going to go in for 8 damage. Gain a life, go to 18. Should I go in for 11 damage? He'll bring him to 7. Then he dies next turn, unless he has a Brutal Cathar. Right? I don't die next turn, so I think it's fine. No, it's fine. Because I can kick the Archangel next turn anyways. I'll hold up a card just so he thinks I have something to play, even though I don't. I don't have another land to play anyway, so it'll be fine to have just one land in my hand. At least that's the plan right now. Lay down arms. Well, there goes my plan. At least we gain some life. Okay. Okay. One to the top, huh? Interesting. So, we can double block to save our Wandering Emperor. Do we need to save our Wandering Emperor? Because we will kill the Brutal Cathar next turn. So, no blocking is, I think, the best way to go about
it. Try not to miss me.
Land. Here's a double kick Archangel of Wrath. Kill the Brutal Cathar. We'll also kill one of the Guardians. Unless you want to discard your last card. That's an Eiganjo. Which, I mean, yeah, you have an Eiganjo, but would that really save you on your last leg here? Nice land. One lay down arm, that's not going to save you. GG. Oh, I can't believe we pulled that off. Really thought we were going to lose that game because our opponent had a very good start. But Archangel of Wrath did help us pull it back. She is that good of a card. I've always agreed on how good Archangel of Wrath is in today's meta. With so many small minions. And we have a lot of life gain, so it's very difficult for our opponent to overrun us. Did Kayla's command do anything that game? I don't think so. And we got double strike for one game, or one turn. And it helped us gain some life, but we didn't really need those life anymore. Oh, this is a terrible hand. Got a mulligan, even though we're going first. Alright, this time we have a 1-drop. I can put back a land, so it's okay. Well, we also have Giada into Archangel, or Inspiring Overseer. So that's... At least we got that going. Hello. Forest. Should have attacked first, but against a forest, I don't think it mattered. I hope it's not enchantments. Oh, it's some weird deck. Do you think they'll have counter spells? I seriously doubt it. Some Simic combo deck. It's very Simic-y right now. Topiary Stomper. Can't stomp. So you get enough. Wow, Steel Seraph. It's a very good time to come online here. Can't play it for 6. I could play it for 3 though. Alright, I can give this creature Vigilance, I guess. Lifelink doesn't matter too much. I'll give it Lifelink. Guess it doesn't matter. I don't need it to block. And he is at 10. He'll die next turn, unless he has a big board clear, which I don't think Simic runs. Simic is just not a good color combo right now. You know what's very good though? Bant. If only he has Plains, would help him a lot. Wonder what he's got. Another Stomper. Okay, you have 6 lands now. Is that the play you want to make? Well, okay, we just drew all of our Soul Partitions, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 8. Not lethal. We'll give it Lifelink. We're at 32, and all we have are Soul Partitions. Titan of Industry. He's at 2 though. I guess he can gain 5 life. We'll save our Steel Seraph this way. He wants to attack. Can't block. Man, these are not good draws for us. So even though we are winning the slow war here, this is a... Unless he has another Titan in his hand, right? But we do kind of leave ourselves wide open. I don't think it matters. Not going to attack. We'll pass turn. If he has a Titan, we will lose anyways because our draw has been horrendous. Yeah, our opponent was almost dead, remember? And we just had Soul Partition to Soul Partition to Soul Partition. Now he has 4 lands. What is he going to do? Alright, that's game. There's no card in our deck that can pull us out of this, so we're going to lose. Like I still said, Simic is a bad combo in today's meta. You can see how we were easily going to overrun our opponent if we didn't just draw lands and our 3 Soul Partitions. But sometimes that happens. I also don't think shufflers really like Simic decks. I've played a lot of Simic decks in my downtime, and generally speaking, they give you bad cards. Maybe I'm just rationalizing, but you know, our opponent got lucky. Ninjuxi. Hello there, Ninjuxi. This is a okay hand, I hope. I just need to draw a 3rd land. Or if my opponent just rage quits because the game hasn't started, that also works. Nice boy. Good boy. Nice puppy. Unlike me, I just got a fish. That's all I can afford. Not even a real fish. Hologram fish. Somehow a hologram fish that you still have to feed. Eat that fish? Okay. There you go. My fish is smarter than yours. Your dog doesn't even eat that bone. Come on. Look at my fish. Oh, this is going to be one of those games. I think that card was a never-ending detour. Is that no, endless detour? That's a cool card and a good cool card. Our opponent is playing soldiers while taking an hour for their turn. Like, unbelievable. All right, do we want an initiate? Do we want to take out the recruit with the Soul Partition? That sounds dumb. What? I don't even know why that was part of the thought. No attacks. If you attack, I'll block it. Then it will come back as a luminous phantom. Maybe I'll inspire with an Overseer next turn. I don't think I'll put down the Steel Seraph because there's no really combat that I want to trigger off. Well, our opponent's a coward, so there's that. It's probably gonna make 2/1/1s, huh? Still, life gain and card draw is pretty good here. That deck is full of Brutal Cathars, as we learned in the last few games. Somehow, they always draw it. And somehow, we don't draw our important card. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Someone's getting partitioned by the soul. I think, if this game is ever gonna go on, Ninjuxi, do you know how to play this game? It required things to happen. You know? He's probably on his phone on the toilet. A lot of opponents feels like they're on the toilet. Alright, get out of here, you. I know it's a main phase thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Gain the life before my Lunarch Veteran may die. I don't think he's gonna block, but hey, who knows? If he blocks, it clears board, which makes me happy. If he doesn't block, I get an extra damage in, which is not wasted, which makes me happy. So, we're all happy. And he didn't get any card draw on the Sky Strike Officer because he didn't play it with 3 soldiers on the board. Siege Veteran. Is he gonna not attack again? That would be funny. Oh, he's definitely going to rope again, I guess. He doesn't even rope. He just takes forever for his turn. Before the rope shows up, he passes. But still, we know nothing's going to happen. Yet, we had to wait. Alright, so there are 2 plays here. We can Soul Partition, which wastes a whole turn. Or we can Inspire Overseer and hope that we draw a land. Are we inspiring enough? Let's find out. Hey, look, the land. Alright, now we can Soul Partition a Siege Veteran, and if he wants to block with a Recruitment Officer, you can live with that. Sometimes in life, you just gotta take risks. And I don't give him an easy attack here, or easy block here, so here's 6 damage. If you take it all, next turn the Steel Seraph is gonna come down. And everyone's gonna fly. I guess this is a hard decision to make. Our opponent's having a stroke as we speak because their turn card sideways deck cannot turn cards sideways. And meanwhile, our life gaining deck is turning our card sideways. He's a 9. 1 creature on the board. And we have 4 damage flying, so he would die in 3 turns. If nothing else, it's just board presence. Siege Veteran again. Nice cards in hand, I guess. Oh look, a 4/3. Alright, I guess we'll just gain a lot of life here. Give this flying. Time to fly over you. You can have your Siege Veteran out. I can overrun you with my board. This is also how I feel about mono blue decks, right? If you just overrun them, they really can't do much. I don't know what that was for. I don't know why you're still playing, but good game. For me, not for you. You had a terrible game. You were a bad player for holding it up when you had nothing to do. But hey, some people are learning, right? They're playing the top tier deck, so obviously they don't really they don't really play Magic that much if you play top tier deck all the time. It's just you net deck and you find the best deck to play, which is fair, right? A lot of people do that, and it's, you know, for a lot of people, winning is the #1 thing. For me, it's about playing jank sometimes. Here, Voice of the Blessed gave us our first game. It is absolutely necessary in the deck, so I would recommend having it. If you don't have it, don't go and craft it. As you can see, this deck is not always strong, and it peters out pretty quickly. Giada helped us grow the Archangel of Wrath. This gave us, I think, game number 3 or game number 2. So obviously Giada is also necessary. Steel Seraph gave us the last game to give creatures flying, so Steel Seraph is a great card. Kayla's Command, the Wandering Emperor, those are iffy cards. Obviously very strong, but there are places where I feel like some other cards will be better, but it's very situational. I have not played enough games to figure that out. We don't have Thalia in the deck, which is something that I kind of question. Thalia is a very good card against a lot of dumb combo decks that does have tempo removal cards against us. So if we had Thalia instead of Soul Partition, we would have done a lot better in some of those games that we got stuck with. One of the games that we got stuck with was because we had 3 Soul Partition in our hand, and not any other creature. So if this was any other creature, we would have won those games, or that one game against stupid Simic. I still can't get over that, but that's the deck. That's the deck list. That's what I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.